Good morning, Panthers.
Welcome to our final episode of the 2020-2021 school year.
And I'm here too.
The Thousand Oaks Teen Center will be hosting a summer high school basketball league for the boys in 9th through 12th grade this summer. The league will run on Wednesday and Thursday nights from July 7th to August 5th. Mandatory player evaluations will take place on Saturday, June 26th and or July 3rd from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Teen Center. Register now at www.thousandoaksteencenter.com.
And for all of you seniors out there, there's just a reminder that there will be a mandatory graduation practice on Wednesday and Thursday of next week from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Following the Wednesday practice, graduation tickets will be handed out and there will be opportunities to win prizes on both Wednesday and Thursday.
This will all come together on Friday, June 11th at 5 p.m., the actual graduation. It will be live streamed and the link will be handed out soon, and we hope that you can watch the ceremony.
And now, as the year is wrapping up, let's take a look at how each of these episodes have been created, especially since I was filming from home. Hey Panthers! Have you ever wondered how PTV was filmed, especially in the first few months when we were completely online? Well, it's pretty different from what we're doing now and what was done in the past few years. And I've opted to stay online for the rest of the year for the safety of me and my family. So you guys have seen this purple corner the entire year. But anyways, let's get into how this show is put together. Once I check the anchoring schedule and see that I'm anchoring, I'll throw together the rundown creator. This is the teleprompter that tells me what to say. I'll pull my announcements from the different newsletters sent out to us, as well as a Google form with announcements that need to be added. I also need an intro for the package, Aaron, and the Panther window. I get those by bugging the people who are doing that in our Discord server. And once I get that, it's time to record. Setting up my camera is pretty easy. Slide in the battery and the SD card, white balance, and I'm good to go. I also take pictures of the teleprompter on my phone so I can have it right under my camera so I can actually read what I need to read. While this is not the intended way to use Rundown Creator, it's how I've managed to make it work in the makeshift studio of my bedroom. Anyways, once that is done, that's enough me. Turn off the camera already. There you go. My next step is to upload it to my Google Drive, organize it neatly in a folder, and send that to the people in the studio. Ping them in the PTV Discord, and I'm good to go. And just like that, my part of the episode is all complete. I'll watch it with you guys in class, and by this point, I know it well enough to say it along with my old self. But an episode of PTV was just created here before your eyes. That's all for me, Panthers. I'm Amy Chang, signing off for PTV.
This year, the entire PTV crew has put in a lot of work and effort into many events and other things, but specifically the episodes we air for our staff and students at school. Here's a look back at some of the more memorable moments from this year.
Fight.
And as us seniors enter our final days of high school and the final minutes of our last PTV episode, let's take a trip down memory lane and look back at our 4 amazing years here at Newbury Park High School. Let's see if we can land this segment correctly one last time. Because of all the amazing memories that I have made during my time in high school, it is extremely difficult to choose just one particular event. So I would have to say that it would be a combination of eating lunch with my friends every day here on campus. If I were to choose just one particular event though, it would probably have to be going to the ABC7 studio in Burbank my sophomore year in Broadcasting 1. That trip was very memorable for many reasons, as we got to go on set and watch the live process of how a professional news segment is made. We got to meet notable anchors such as Mark Brown and Dallas Raines, and we even got to sit down on the set after the episode. This particular trip also really inspired me to continue learning about this field of study, and as a result, I took broadcasting 2 the following year, and let's just say that I'm really glad that I decided to do so.
One of my favorite memories from high school was the winter formal of my junior year. This was about a month or so before the shutdown, so it's one of the last events that felt normal. I had a great time with my friends that night, and very few things can compare to the energy of a bunch of people jumping around to good music.
My time here at Newbury Park High School has to be some of the best memories of my life. To name a favorite is incredibly hard, but I would have to say my favorite would be my sophomore marching season. Our show journey was one of the most successful seasons I've been in, and being on the field with a good show each performance was super satisfying. That year we also traveled to Las Vegas for a competition and completely swept the show, taking every trophy home. Another band memory I love so much is after the final competition of my junior year show. After we got home and cleaned everything up, the Low Brass and I went to Jack in the Box, and we just hung out for a little bit. It was really nice getting to bond with everyone, and even though it was at the end of the season, I got to hang out with people that I had spent thousands of hours with, but never really got to know too well. Next year, I will be taking a gap year to regroup and relax a bit, and then I'm off to Sacramento State University to study film, television, and new media production.
As for me, I will be attending Chapman University in Orange, California next year to study broadcast journalism and documentary.
And I will be going to Arizona State University to study political science and cheer on the many Sun Devil sports teams.
If I were to give any words of advice for the other Panthers, it would be to enjoy high school. Classes are designed to get you to graduate, and there are a ton of classes to take for electives. I found my passion for editing and production through the digital video production class and broadcasting classes, and I wouldn't be as passionate about this without the wonderful people in those classes and Mr. Grimes.
If I were to give any word of advice to those entering high school or those who are still in high school, I would say to enjoy every moment of it, as it truly does go by really fast, just like you have probably been told a bunch of times already. Because these 4 years go by so fast, challenge yourself and take risks, get out there, and most importantly, have fun.
And if I could give any piece of advice, it would be to go to every single event that you can possibly attend. You don't realize how lucky you are to have something until it's gone. And unfortunately for us seniors, that realization came a little bit quicker than usual. Next year, if none of your friends are going to something like homecoming, go anyways. You're still gonna have a great time, I promise. And if not, or if it's not as fun as I make it seem, at least you can say that you tried and you put yourself out there.
Well, Panthers, it's been a wonderful ride, and unfortunately, like everything, all good things eventually must come to an end. Thank you, Panthers, for supporting us these past couple of years.
We would all like to thank the Panthers for sticking with us and following us as we learned how to operate from home and transitioning into the studio.
We appreciate all of you who have been watching us this year, and while the 3 of us may not be here next year, the future of PTV is in good hands.
Signing off for PTV one last time,
I'm Michael Gralnick.
I'm Amy Chang.
and I'm Angel Mendoza.